The fake millionaire who got outsmarted by a Valet Parker. Listen, high school is a battlefield, and I was the guy hiding in the trenches. My older brother Toby started calling me the Crypto King when I was only 14 years old. Now, back in the day, the Crypto King sounded like I was a digital pioneer, a financial genius who could predict the future. I thought it meant I had vision. I spent my teenage years talking about blockchain and disrupting the market. I wore suits to homeroom. I carried a leather briefcase to gym class. I told everyone, while you're playing dodgeball, I'm building an empire. I felt like a total Wall Street alpha. 10 years later, the class of 26 reunion invitation hit my inbox. I knew I had to make an entrance. I wasn't that skinny kid anymore. I wanted to be the success story. I wanted my old crush, Vanessa, to see me and think, wow, I missed out on a billionaire. I told my friends, don't worry about the drinks. The king is buying the house tonight. The night arrives. The venue is a fancy hotel in downtown Manhattan. I didn't just want to show up in a taxi. I wanted impact. So, I spent my entire savings account to rent a matte black Lamborghini for 4 hours. I also hired a security guard named Brutus from a gig app. I told him, just stand behind me and look like you're protecting $1 trillion asset. I pulled up to the entrance. The engine was roaring. Vroom, vroom, and everyone was standing outside. I saw Vanessa. She looked incredible. I adjusted my rented Italian suit, put on my designer sunglasses at 10 o'clock at night, and stepped out like I was stepping onto a private jet. I handed the keys to the valet and said, careful with the beast, kid. It's got more horsepower than your entire neighborhood. Brutus followed 2 steps behind me, looking stone-faced. Inside, every time someone asked what I did, I'd whisper, I'm in global assets. It's confidential. I was buying rounds of top-shelf tequila. I was talking about my summer home in the Hamptons. I was checking my stocks every 5 minutes, making dramatic sighing sounds like I was losing millions and didn't even care. Vanessa walked over, holding a glass of champagne. She said, Nate, is that really you? I heard you were doing big things. I gave her my most powerful smile. Vanessa, life is about growth. I'm an architect of wealth now. I was about to ask her for a ride in the Lambo when the music suddenly stopped. The hotel manager walked onto the stage. He looked furious. He said, can the owner of the black Lamborghini with the license plate, Rental Nate 1, please come to the front? The car is being towed because the credit card for the rental was declined. The whole room went dead silent. Then, the Valet Parker walked in, holding my security guard Brutus by the arm. The valet said, also, this guy isn't a bodyguard. He's my cousin. Nate paid him $50 and a chicken sandwich to stand there all night. Vanessa started laughing. A full-on, knee-slapping roar. She said, Nate, you haven't changed. You're still just pretending. Toby walked up to me, shaking his head. Nate, I called you the Crypto King because you're encrypted. No one knows what you're talking about. And your life is a scam. You aren't an empire builder. You're a glitch. Moral of the story? Don't rent a life you can't afford. And for the love of God, pay your bodyguards in cash.